Hello, and welcome to Winton Place, the Beehive of Cincinnati railroading. Come spend the day with us as we take in the parade of trains. We arrived at 12:30 p.m., just in time to catch the southbound train of rather grimy covered hoppers. It seemed likely that this train came from a more local yard and was headed for Queensgate. We would catch this power again later in the day. About 10 minutes later, we captured a meet between a southbound NS manifest and an obscured northbound. Northbound powers out of Cincinnati. This train had quite the lash up as they ferried power to another location on Norfolk Southern. About an hour elapsed before we saw anything more. This is a light engine move, likely shuffling yard power around the local area. A pair of GEs led this stack train past our cameras. We will be viewing the entirety of this train, which will give us a chance to go over some of the history of the area. This train is coming off of Norfolk Southern's line from Hamilton, Ohio. Norfolk Southern and CSX have a trackage rights agreement north of Winton Place, where northbound trains use CSX's Cincinnati Terminal Sub, and southbound trains use NS's Newcastle District. This trackage agreement has been in place since around the turn of the century, an incredible 120 years. The NS line is former Pennsylvania Railroad, and the CSX line is the former B&O. This train likely came off of CSX's Toledo sub, which runs north from Butler Street in Hamilton to Perrysburg, Ohio, just outside of Toledo, a distance of 168 miles. This line is the former territory of the Cincinnati, Hamilton, and Dayton Railroad, which ran its inaugural train on September 18, 1851. The railroad would continue to expand until 1902, at which time it spanned from Lake Erie in Toledo to the Ohio River in Cincinnati. It would be acquired by the Baltimore and Ohio in December 1917. The Newcastle District is a line that has been cobbled together over nearly a century of mergers, sales, reorganizations, and acquisitions. It runs from New Miami, Ohio, just north of Hamilton, to Newcastle, Indiana, then north to Muncie and Fort Wayne. The piece from New Miami to Muncie is the former Pensy, and the piece from Muncie to Fort Wayne is the former Nickel Plate. I have extensively covered the southern portion of the Newcastle District, especially in the Richmond area. This line remained a part of the Pennsylvania Railroad into Penn Central days. During the formation of Conrail in 1976, the line through Richmond was sold off to the Norfolk and Western, who connected it to their former Nickel Plate Road property in Muncie, forming the Newcastle District as it is today. The N&W would merge with the Southern in 1982 to form today's Norfolk Southern. Only a few miles south of our location is CSX's Queensgate Yard. Queensgate was opened in 1980 by the Chessie system to replace a number of smaller yards used by CSX constituents before the merger. It contains 8 reception tracks, 50 classification tracks, and 6 departure tracks. It is one of CSX's most modern and sophisticated yards on its entire system, and sees thousands of railcars pass through it every day. Norfolk Southern operates the adjacent Guest Street Yard as well as other smaller yards to handle its traffic through Cincinnati. A long line of low gondolas rolls past our position. We were unsure of this train's origin and destination, but we suspected that this train serves the steel industry. Many of the gondolas are lettered for U.S. Steel. A pair of BNSF units lead this stack train. Overall, we found foreign power to be rare on both CSX and NS at this time. The most common foreign power we saw was BNSF and some occasional KCS. Here we see the power from the beginning of the video returning north. They're going to stop and pick up an extra crewman for their trip. Winton Place still has some signs of the Baltimore and Ohio. The signal bridge in the back is of B&O vintage. We had some friendly crews passing by us on this day. Many crews waved, but this engineer decided to give us a little horn show. This train contained a lot of covered hoppers. This next train is being led by one of my personal favorite NS models, the AC44C6M. They seem to have a lot of character and I like seeing them. This is the last train of the day that we caught at Winton Place. We later caught it again at Butler Street in Hamilton. That sequence is chronicled in another video I posted a couple weeks ago called Golden Hour Trains in Hamilton. As always, thank you for watching. The narration is new to me, so let me know how I did. Subscribe for more videos like this. I post new videos every Sunday. I appreciate each and every one of you.